Chris, just what you have going today as far as just your effectiveness and what were you pitching?
Well, the first thing I had going was defense. I don't know if you saw the scoreboard. We had 0 errors. They made every play that was hit out there. I had all 3 pitches today. I didn't in Florida last weekend. All I had was a fastball last weekend. It's a huge difference when you have 3 pitches that you command in the day, especially as a starter.
Is it like to have your best outing as a Razorback today when your team needed it the most?
It feels good. I know our guys at the plate, they battled. They tried to get that guy's pitch count up, their starter. They got him out of the game, trying to put on a couple more runs. It didn't happen, and then Gunn came in and shut it down.
For both of you guys, after watching what happened on the mound Friday night, what was the rest of the weekend like, and how were you guys able to shut them down the next 2 games?
Well, Friday apparently they had our pitches. I don't know whether it was off the pitcher or from Wise. It's a little different when you don't know what's coming to you. So I think that showed the last 2 days.
You think they were stealing your sign?
I know they were. They were squaring too many balls up.
You suspect that, or you sort of?
No, I know it.
Were you extra careful not to tip off anything for you guys? Or?
Well, the key today was we didn't let a runner get on second base, so there was no way for him to pick him up.
How's this feel coming off the Florida game where you had a 4-1 lead, but Dave said you were getting your pitches up and they just couldn't afford to leave you in? Was that a big motivator today?
It was frustrating last weekend because I know I'm better than that, and I only had 1 pitch last weekend. It was a fastball, and it was up in the zone. And even throwing mid-90s, you just can't win with that. I learned it last weekend. I learned it a couple more times in the past 2 years.
What's it like to come in and pick those guys up and pick up the save?
Well, I just got to give credit to my teammates for getting the game to that point, Chris for keeping them down to nothing, and then our hitters for battling and getting one across. And I just try to do my job just like everybody else.
How anxious were you to get in there because you didn't get to pitch? How anxious were you to get in there this weekend?
I was ready to go in, but big props to Trey yesterday for his performance, and that really saved the bullpen and really big.
Hey KJ, that triple, big start for you guys. Just what'd you see? And
well, I had a 3-2 count, so I wasn't trying to do too much, and fortunately I got a good pitch to hit and just try to put a good swing on it, and Bobby did a great job of executing and get me in.
Did you see the guy try and make a grab for it, or you just running the bases?
Yes, sir. I saw him trying to make a play on it, so at that point I knew that I wasn't going to get out of the yard, just trying to get as many bases as I could.
You guys are only a few weeks in the season, but have played a lot of one-run games. How comfortable have you gotten in these situations with how many you've been in so far?
Well, beginning of the year, we lost those one-run games. We worked hard in practice. Coach got after us and starting to turn for us. We're scrapping, coming together, shutting them down, winning the one-run games now.
In the SEC, there's a lot of them.
for you two, it started with Trey on the mound emotion-wise, but you guys kind of carried that emotion through today when you were out there. So what is it about having that emotion that helps you guys out there on the mound?
I think Killian did a tremendous job yesterday, especially throwing the complete game. We had a full bullpen today. We had a bunch of veterans that could have came in after me. Gunn came in, shut him down, and the rest is history.
Chris, you look like you might have been emotional out there too.
Yeah. Coming off last weekend, I think I was a little flat out there. So today I knew we had a full bullpen, so I could throw whatever I wanted. I was more aggressive with all my pitches today. I didn't try to just lob me over a curveball or just pipe a fastball. Competed as long as I could, and I knew whether I was successful or unsuccessful that we had a full bullpen behind me ready to go.
You kind of think you were living right when the line drive hit the Alabama base runner?
Sometimes it goes your way, and sometimes it goes the other team's way. It's like Friday, everything went their way for them. So.
KJ, it was a tough weekend last weekend. Where do you think it turned around?
Hitting's a tough thing to do. You got to keep grinding through the ups and downs. But luckily yesterday I got a couple hits, so that kind of turned around for me.
When you got that ground ball RBI, do you think, okay, there's your run, make it stand up, or what were you thinking?
Which play are you talking about?
Didn't you have the ground ball
That was
RBI?
Warnes.
That was
I was Bobby, yes sir. Yes sir, Bobby hit me
When
in.
you scored, I mean, did you think, okay, we're gonna make that stand up?
What's that?
Were you thinking, okay, we're gonna make that stand up?
Uh,
You guys win 1-0.
oh, I didn't. I thought we would score a couple more than that, but you know, defense and pitching did a great job, and luckily we came out with the win today.
For you two, along with Trey, you know, the three Arkansas guys, you guys combined for one run, you know, in 28 innings, or in 18 innings in baseball. Can you just kind of talk about that a little bit?
I think it's pretty big. It shows some of our recruiting in Arkansas. These small town kids, we're just chasing dreams. And Beeks is an Arkansas guy, Killian's an Arkansas guy, I'm an Arkansas guy, and so is he. It's definitely a confidence builder for us as a pitching staff.
Can you answer that too?
Sure. That's what we've always wanted to do, is be a Razorback, and it's not just, you know, us coming here, but all the other guys from other states that come in too, coming in here and realizing how great this opportunity is to play here.
For whoever wants to answer, just after what happened Friday night, to come back and win these two and kind of even things up in conference play, how big is that for this team after 2 weekends?
Friday night, they had all our pitches, like I said. We couldn't really do much with it. It's a little easier to hit when you know what's coming. And today, like I said earlier, not allowing a runner on second base is a huge key and a big accomplishment as a whole staff. So today, we could throw whatever we wanted, and we're comfortable with it.
Just to get back on track, though, I mean, you guys are 3-3 now in conference play after losing the series last weekend.
It was big. It was big getting that game on Sunday at Florida. It was big winning that to put us in a position to where we could win the series and become 500 again in SEC. It's big going into next weekend.
KJ, what pitch did you hit on that trip?
Fastball, middle in.